Hi, welcome to my video on the volume of a square prism. The previous one, we did the volume of a rectangular prism. Now we're doing a square prism. A square is a rectangle. A box with a square base is below. So this is a box with a square base S and S and a height of H. That means that the area is a square. So we know a square is the same as a rectangle. Only difference is a square got both sides the same, so it's S times S, length times width, S squared. So the area is a square, so it's S squared. So that means the base area is S squared for this box, which means the formula for this square prism is base area, which is S squared times H. So it's like a length times width times height, but the length and the width are the same, so we call it S squared H. Find the volume of each box with a square base. A base is a square with a side of 4 and a height of 3. So because it's a square base, it's S squared H, and the side is 4, so it's 4 squared times the height of 3. So that's 4 squared is 16 times 3, so that makes 48, and it's meters, so it's meters cubed because it's a volume. You could also get away with doing it that it could be length times width times height, because the length is S and the height is S H, so that could be a 4 and a 4 and a 3, so you still get the 48 meters cubed. B, we have a height of 2.1 feet. The base is a square with a perimeter of 28. So if it has a perimeter, if the square has a perimeter of 28, then a square, if you think about it, has an S, an S, an S, and an S. So the formula for the perimeter of a square is add them all up, 4 S's. So if the perimeter of the square is 28, we put 28 in the place of P. So P equals 4S. We divide each side by 4. So that means we can go 7 is equal to S, the side. Now we have the volume is S squared times H, and the side is 7 squared, and the height is 2.2, so that's 49 times 2.2. You do a calculator, then you get 107.8, and we have feet, so it's cubic feet or feet cubed. That's some examples of a square prism. The base is a square to a height. Now practice means work out the 3 of these problems one at a time, and when you get them done, press play to see if you're right. It says find the volume of each square prism. So a prism, the height is 7, okay? The base of the square is 9, so that means S equals 9. So V equals S squared H, so that's 9 squared times 7, 81 times 7, make that a 7, not a 9, and we have 567, and let's write CU for cubic, so we got cubic centimeters. And we have another number 2 here. We have 1.5 yards, 1.5 yards, so this bottom of this is a square, but the height is 18 feet, so we want to change all to the same unit, so 18 feet, and there's 3 feet in a yard, so that gives us 6 yards. So 18 feet is 6 yards. Now we have all the same units, So the volume of a square prism is S squared H. So that leaves 5.1 squared and times the height of 6, and 5.1 squared times 6 on your calculator gives you 156.06, and it's yards. So we have yards cubed because the volume is 3 dimensions. And number 3, don't forget, pause your video, work it out to see if you get the answer right. It's a good way of checking. When you get it done, play it back. Hopefully everything is working out great. The base of the side has a length of 7/4 meters and the height is 16. So it's a square prism. So we have volume is S squared times H, and the side of the base is the side, it's 7/4 squared times 16. And again, we notice they're all meters, so everything is okay. So that's 7/4 times 7/4 times 16. Now the reason I didn't take the 7/4 on the calculator and square it out and multiply by 16, because 7/4 times 7/4, 4 is a fraction, so 4 can't, that's 16/1, so 4 into 16 goes 4, and then this 4 cancels into this 4 once, so notice 4 times 4 is 16, the 16 and the 4's cancel, so I get 7 times 7 is 49, and I have volume, so it's meters cubed. Again, a calculator, if you did 7/4 as a decimal, which is 1.75, and squared it, and then multiply by 16, you come up with a 49. That takes us through the square prism. Again, an extension of the rectangular prism. Don't forget to learn the formulas. And if you like my video, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and click the notification bell if you are a subscriber, because there's more videos coming your way. And if you want, write a comment on my video, how I'm explaining things. And also visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com. There you'll have information on me, my degrees, teaching experience. My video section tells you what teaching strategies you're going to use to help you learn your math. And the content section, utmost important. The black content has the videos that are already online right now. And the red content has the units and topics that I'm going to have online coming up in the near future. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.